Literally a few hours ago, Dream released the final Minecraft Speedrunner vs 3 Hunters, and I couldn't help myself. So let's dive into an analysis of the Minecraft Speedrunner vs 3 Hunters grand finale. So let's start off at the very start. At the extreme start of the run, Sapnap gets insanely lucky and gets an iron sword and armor. Dream, at this point, has only just looted a ruined portal for a gapple and some gold leggings, and has just finished mining some hay bales, and immediately starts running from Sapnap because he knows he will die if he tries to engage him. Dream then spotted a mountain, and here's where we see Dream's first high IQ moment. He realizes that he can MLG place a hay bale and take a really low amount of fall damage when jumping off of a high place, meaning that he could jump off the mountain and MLG the hay bale, buying him a huge head start over the hunters as they slowly descended down the mountain the other way. Sapnap then manages to catch up to him a few minutes later, however, and instead of prolonging the chase and running, Dream took a calculated risk here and engaged Sapnap, not trying to kill him, but trying to punch him into this hole, giving him just enough time to run away and gain another massive lead. Then this happened. By a freak accident, while Dream was trying to steal George's boat, George got in the passenger seat. This meant that George could not harm Dream at all while he was in the boat, but what Dream realized was that he could use George as a meat shield. This didn't work out the first time, as George got out before Bad and Sapnap caught up, but later Sapnap got into the same situation with Dream. Therefore, when he was approached and attacked, Dream did this, spinning in circles in the boat to try and make sure any attacks on him would hit Sapnap instead, and this did work once before Sapnap left the boat. The moment of impressive intelligence was here, when it seemed that a water chase was about to ensue. Dream didn't want this to happen, however, as he knew the hunters with boats and superior numbers would have an advantage in the water, and therefore he swam into this water cave and blocked it up from the inside. Now, you can place blocks in water just as quickly as above water, but mining them is much slower. This meant that he had basically saved himself by trapping himself in an underwater cave as he escaped from the hunters and mined himself out in airspace. While exploring this underwater cave, Dream found diamonds, but was then found by the hunters. The hunters then decided to chase him, and Dream realized that this was his only opportunity to get the diamonds back, as the hunters would then definitely afterwards go and try to find the diamonds and mine them for themselves again. Therefore, when the hunters started giving chase to Dream, he looped around the cave, dropped down a 1-block hole to the diamonds, which confused the hunters and gave him just enough time to mine 2 ores of diamond and run away. After this, he managed to escape and found an abandoned mine shaft, where he tactically decided to get the hot stuff achievement, which signals that a player has picked up lava in a bucket. This served 2 purposes. 1. It confused and misdirected the hunters, who thought that the achievement meant that Dream had found enough lava to go to the Nether. And 2, it let him disguise when he got lava later, which would make it easier for him to disguise whether he was above or underground when he built his portal, as the hunters wouldn't know when he had got the lava. He then mined a few lily pads. Now, this may seem stupid, but the reason this is so smart is that lily pads can be placed on the surface of water without it having to have 1 block underneath it, meaning that he could do the UHC style blocks on water tactic in water of any depth, even in an ocean, for example. Dream then managed to enter the Nether, but was quickly tracked down by the hunters. He ran himself into a corner as there was a large lava gap between him and the next landmass in the Nether. All hope seemed lost until he used boats, which he had crafted earlier, to UHC style place jump over the lava and reach the other side. Now the thing is, boats are an entity which you can stand on and jump off of, which can also be placed in lava. They also get destroyed by lava instantly. What this means though is that if you can time it right, you can jump on the boats for the split second that they exist as an entity before they get destroyed by the lava, and parkour over the lava like that, while also burning the bridge behind you. Dream thus used this tactic, which he had found on Reddit, to escape from the hunters once again. Then we see a big brain moment from the hunters, which Dream actually managed to shut down later. The hunters had found the Nether fortress first and had destroyed all of the blaze spawners, meaning that Dream could no longer get enough blaze rods for the Eyes of Ender that he needed to complete the game. This sent Dream into hunt mode, as he realized that to destroy the spawners, the hunters would have had to kill a lot of blaze, and thus would have a lot of blaze rods on their person. Dream then found his prey hiding, and he was caught off guard by this actually, and this led to a very intense 1v3. Dream, however, instead of all out running when his health was low, just tried to slow down the hunters and soften them up to be killed, until he finally managed to kill George and steal all of his blaze rods. He then started to actually run by using his ender pearls, of which he had way more than necessary thanks to piglin trading, to get back to the overworld as fast as possible. The hunters then managed to catch up to Dream and started another water chase. Dream did see a dolphin at this point, but was unable to get it before the hunters. He knew that the hunters with a dolphin in water was certain death, so he just used another ender pearl to escape from them. Then, just as they started to catch up, he threw an ender pearl in the air after turning around a corner, and then let the hunters see him digging straight down and placing blocks on top of him. This made the hunters believe that he had dug down, when in reality the ender pearl had landed on top of a tree, which bought him valuable time to run away with. Dream then used this head start to try and mine, probably to try and get the same level of armor as the hunters, who were stacked, but he realized that he would be found eventually. Therefore, he set up an ender crystal and a sort of panic room, and therefore managed to stall the hunters when they did, in the end, find him. The hunters then switched to a separate plan of their own, and entered the end before Dream. This possibility hadn't even crossed Dream's mind at this point, but he now realized that the spawn platform for the end was now trapped and ready to kill him the second he went through it. At this point, all hope seemed lost. There seemed to be no way that Dream would ever be able to kill the Ender Dragon if he couldn't even go to the end. However, Dream had a plan. Instead of heading straight to the stronghold, he farmed up creepers for gunpowder and mined sand from a desert, all to craft TNT. He also got some more TNT from a desert temple. Now fully prepared, Dream entered the stronghold and set up his counter to the trap. There were only a couple of feasible ways in which the spawn platform could have been trapped by the hunters, as they had only been in the world for so long. An example would be by beds, by the hunters just waiting there, or just by lava. Dream therefore prepared for all of these methods. First, he drank a potion of fire resistance which he had got while trading with piglins, and then set up and lit a large amount of TNT. He then timed the drop of this TNT into the portal perfectly, so that the hunters would have little to no time to react to it, which did, as Dream foresaw, kill them and disarm the trap. This gave Dream all the time he needed to kill the Ender Dragon in a normal fashion. But however, he was almost thwarted even after this. Sapnap managed to return to the end of the bed, and just before killing the dragon, he tried to kill Dream by blowing up the bed. Now while there's a possibility that this could have killed Dream, the real threat here was Sapnap killing the dragon using the bed. If he had waited just a little longer, or if the bed had done just a little bit more damage, Sapnap would have gotten the achievement for killing the Ender Dragon, and Dream would have lost the manhunt. This did not come to pass, however, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is how Dream won the grand finale of Minecraft Speedrunner versus 3 Hunters. I really do hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I do hope that it matches up with Dream's analysis whenever he releases it. But that's all the time I've got for today. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Please subscribe. We're so close to 2K. Come on, I know we can do this. But yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.